Good morning. So, again, I am happy to be with you all on our second Sunday brunch. Last week, we had a 10-minute brunch live session, light discussion on deliciously cold, not steaming hot, but snowy topic, and it was really good. Last week, it snowed well, first time in London this year, and believe me, just one snowfall has changed the mood of everyone. And there were millions of social media posts about the snowfall, families coming out on park and courtyard, and people made snowmen, snow angels. Children were especially very happy. But this one incident had the capability of changing the mood, changing the whole atmosphere around them. Now, what I believe is that this small happiness, they are very, very important. Last week, I asked you all to think about your small happiness in day-to-day life. And when I thought about myself, what came to my mind? It was a cup of coffee picked up while walking to office. So let me tell you on coffee, I am a big coffee lover. So when I walk to office, my home to office distance is around 30-35 minutes walk. I walk to office and I pick up a cup of coffee from Pret. You know why Pret? Because Pret has a good subscription plan. They started, I think, in September or so. So the subscription plan is you pay £5 a month, £20 a month, and you can pick up to 5 coffees in a day. So I normally pick up 1 or maybe 2 coffees in a day, mostly when I am walking to office. So that is my one small happiness, and I realize when I cannot go to pick up a coffee, and then I really miss that walking with coffee. What is yours? Maybe again you can put in the comment. Second thing I asked you all about was, what is the unusual thing that normally you don't do but you would like to do? And when I thought about myself, for me that unusual thing was doing such live session or video recording for myself. I have been speaking on many events. I have been speaking to many people, mostly officially, and then sometimes in personal capacity also. But then I had been still not doing maybe live videos or live sessions, or maybe recorded videos. I was mostly on writing. So I thought this is unusual thing that I have started, and I am feeling like it is a good engagement. I am reading your comments, many known people, and thank you for joining live. This 10-15 minutes call is like getting us engaged again. Many of us are like thousands of miles apart, separated by geography, but now this is a good way of connecting. So for today, I wanted to first bring out one topic. I mean, it is not a planned session, so I will not rather go by script, but one thing I was reading was in a magazine, The Week. I was reading a dog. In Turkey, a man falls sick. He got heart attack. So ambulance came and he was taken to hospital. His faithful, beloved dog followed the ambulance, went till outside the gate of the ambulance hospital and stayed there. And it was reported that the person remained there for 6 days in hospital, and the dog would go there every morning. As and when the gate would open, it would sneak in to see whether his friend, his owner, whatever the dog might be feeling about the person, whether he is coming out or not. And it happened for 6 days. Every day morning dog would go there. At the night, as the guard of the hospital said, the dog would return. So on the 6th day, when the person was discharged from the hospital, the dog and the person, they met very happily. Such a beautiful story. It really touched me. So that was one thing I wanted to say. And then we all know about 30th January, Gandhi Nirvan Day, or what we call Martyrs Day. That is one important thing I would just like to. Gandhi is someone who I like to read, who I like to speak about, and who has in thought process, I mean, he appeals me a lot. I may not be exactly Gandhian, but I really like Gandhi's thoughts. So about Gandhi, and especially I am speaking because I am in London. So Gandhi came to London, you might know that in 1888, he came in October, 27th October 1888. He came here, a shy boy, first time landing in the British soil for studying law in Inner Temple University of London, Inner Temple College. So he studies law here for 3 years. He stays from 88 to 91, 1891 and 91, and then he gets his law degree. So during this period, he becomes active in many organizations, I mean small students organizations, groups. He is executive member of Vegetarian Council. So that Vegetarian Council, it was his vow given to promise one condition, that he will not eat non-veg, and he maintained that promise. He remained vegetarian. He passionately debated about it. He became executive member of London Vegetarian Society and remained there. And over and on and all, Gandhi had a good connection with London throughout his political career as well. I won't say rather career, but I mean for his attempt to get freedom for India. So he visited 5 times. First time when he came here to study law, then second time was 1906 and then 1909. These 2 times, both times he came from South Africa for the cause of Indians in South Africa. Why I remember this? Because his very good book, sometimes debatable, sometimes thought-provoking, Hind Swaraj. This Hind Swaraj was written by Gandhi while on his way back from UK, 1914. At that time he wrote that. It's a very small booklet. I suggest that today you can download somewhere, you can buy somewhere online, Kindle or something, and then you should maybe read it. It's thought-provoking book. His ideas about industry and his ideas about machines, doctors, lawyers, and many things in the society are coming out very clearly. And some people say that the ideas may not be relevant today. Gandhi writes in his book that after few years, when he was revising his preface, someone asked him, would you like to change your ideas now? And after thinking, Gandhi says, no, I still believe in the same ideas I had. But then we have to interpret it in a slightly mature way, or slightly contemporary way. What he said in his book is important. Then last time he visited, we all know about, is that in 1931 for the second roundtable conference. So this second roundtable conference it became politically failure. We could not achieve what he had desired, or Congress had desired at that time. So that did not come out well, but that is still important, because we all know when he came in 1931, he had discarded all the clothes but one on his body. So he came in that situation. He didn't dress up like British. So when he was here, there is a famous quote of Churchill, half-naked man. So in that situation he was here, and he maintained that. He sat in the round table. You can also go on internet and you can see that photograph, British Parliament round table. He is sitting there. So that I think is very important. There are 2 statues of Gandhi in London. One is Tavistock Square, which was established much earlier, and then another is in Parliament Square. And the thing is, I mean, what amuses me is Winston Churchill, who said that half-naked men, his statue and Gandhi's statue, of course in the half-naked position, are both standing together maybe few meters apart in that Parliament Square. So that's something, I mean, you never know, I mean, the real potential of a person when you speak about him or her. So that was Gandhi. But as I spoke of Hind Swaraj, I would rather like to give one statement of Gandhi which I have written, so I will read it out for you. He says that the industry should regard themselves as trustees and servants of the poor. So he in a way didn't reject the idea of industry. He himself promoted charkha. At that time that was a machine whatever person can use. So he himself promoted industry, but for the betterment of welfare of people, not for the profit, not for the sake of money, but for the sake of welfare of people. And I think that's what we all might believe in. So that's all about Gandhi, but then I think I today also I spoke quite a lot that in this branch. But Gandhi is someone we all relate to, and we must read him. I would say whether you agree with him or not, but we all must read him. So what are you people doing? What is your favorite book? Let's this week let's find out what is your favorite book. Maybe it will inspire me. If you put in the comment, it will inspire me, it will inspire others to read that. Let's this week, last time we said what was the usual happiness for you and what was unusual thing that you generally don't do but would like to do. This week let's one thing is what is your favorite book that you would like all of us to read. Can you put in the comment? I'll just after this video I will also share mine. And then second thing is, would you like to read Hind Swaraj? It's a very small template. Maybe if you are a fast reader, maybe 1.5 hours or maybe 1 hour, and if you are even if you are slow reader, it may take 3 hours at max, 2 to 3 hours. So my suggestion is for this week's brunch, the delicious dessert is Hind Swaraj. The menu for the next week is your favorite book. Please put in the comment. Thank you very much for joining all. I know many of my friends and known people have joined today. This was our second brunch. I look forward to having it again next week. This is beautiful weather, slightly cold here, around 1 degree, but in this lockdown, let me tell you, we are in lockdown, but in lockdown in UK, we are permitted to go out for walk. So this is a small park near my house, and then I'm sitting here, I'll be walking. Bye. Take care.